Hello friends, Samuel Graham doing TCGs yet again. I realized that I misspoke at some point. I got off track, though I got my videos a little bit out of order for various reasons, but I also just realized I said at one point I'd opened 4. I'd actually opened 5 at that point. So this is number 6 for Dynasty, Flesh and Blood, the newest set. Um, got our Star City Games playmat here, and we are going to just rip into this thing. Gonna do like usual, get all the plastic off first, and then go to town. Fingers crossed that it's a good box, and that I don't do silly things to knock cameras out of whack and all that jazz too. That's always trouble. You guys know that I am pretty clumsy some of the time on here, so it could get interesting. I say as I jab my thumb with my knife opening the plastic. Go figure, right? Not badly though, it's fine, see? But here we are, box 1. So as it sits right now, I'm probably opening 8 cases. So this is 6, so 2 more after this one. But that all depends. It'll probably be like Uprising, where um, as my local store has more available, I'll pick up more, that whole kind of thing. Though apparently there's some pretty high demand for this thing. I'm going to start doing my common piles a little bit more consolidated. I've been keeping the assassin stuff separate up until now. We got a rare foil, Blessing of Focus in red right off the bat, and Tranquil Passing and Scramble Pulse. That was an all red pitch pack for the rares, including the rare foil. That's a pretty fun start. Hey, okay. I just saw somebody open one of these on their stream. Mask of Perdition is our first Majestic, and it is, in fact, a Majestic that I was lacking. Even better. And second Majestic is Spectral Procession, sorry, which I don't need. It's one of those interesting cards still, though. I know I've mentioned it kind of every time. But if you get a engine for building lots of spectral shields, it could be pretty darn cool. Got another rare foil right off the bat. That is the rainbow foil beaten trackers, which I also think I might be lacking. I think I got the cold foil and not the rainbow foil. I might be making that up and getting that backwards, though. I've got my handy dandy list somewhere, but I'm not looking at it right this second. So we've had one pretty good pack so far with double Majestic, including one that I definitely was still hunting. So that is fantastic. We got a common foil, another common foil, Puncture, where somebody is having a very bad day. Getting punctured, as it were. There's Reincarnate, another rare foil. We're hitting a bunch of rare foils on the front end with the first box of this one. There's a Assassin rare, another common foil, and Majestic number 3, Looming Doom. So I guess I'm going to put this in our... I'm going to try and not run the Majestics so hard, because that becomes a pain to keep track of. Sometimes forgetting to stack them back up when I get to a new box, but we'll still try and keep it interesting. Actually, I should shout out to somebody that I saw that opened the Mask of Perdition that I commented on their video. That was Overload Gaming, the Master Set Madness, which I love. All right, all right. We've got a cold foil making an appearance. That is a cold foil blue hyperdriver. I believe one of my locals is looking for that, so I might be able to make a trade. That's exciting stuff. But yeah, check out, search on here, find Master Set Madness. We got another Majestic, immobilizing shot. It's a lot of fun. Like he, does the same kind of opening thing like I do, but he's keeping super serious tabs. Like once it gets a little deeper, hey, oh, eradicate. Once it gets a little deeper into it, like he starts posting the list on each video of what he is still dumping packages to make his piles fall over. Remember, I said I was clumsy. I threw that out there. Like he makes a real big game of it, like sets his specific target for any given video, but also just has that running list, and it's kind of an extra game to kind of watch and see, oh, does he hit what he's after? Does he get does he get to light one of those up green? It's just a lot of fun, and I think he has some interesting commentary along the way. Great content. Master Set Madness. He did it for Uprising, which was a lot of fun, and is now doing it for Dynasty. Another Majestic foil. I think I hit a Majestic foil. I could be making that up. Did I hit another Majestic foil? Maybe not. Nope, that's the first Majestic foil. It is Majestic, however. It is another Majestic. We like that. Pretty decent box so far, though. Rumble grunting, and we got a BIOS update. For another Majestic. I'm still really enjoying this set and just the sheer number of Majestics you get, but also, and I love the Spellfray gloves art, like pretty much, and Precision Press, but the like all the Spellfray gear looks pretty cool, especially when it's shiny. There's some Flex Claws and Blessing of Steel. That's another warrior favorite. Y'all know I love my warrior stuff. Spider Bite for a rare. And a couple more rares. Reinforced Steel. And Berserk for another Majestic. It's not Berserk. It's maybe it was Berserk. There's one of the Brute Majestics that took me forever to hit on. Hey, all right. Another pretty nice hit, a Majestic foil. That's a rainbow foil, looks to be, but still nice. Seasoned Savior in rainbow foil Majestic. That'll go in the fun stuff stack over here. I could see something shiny was peeking out, but that's a pretty cool piece. There's a rare shred. I mean, especially in foil. It's always fun to hit Majestic equipment in any situation, though. Runic Reaping. And hey, Dust from Red Desert. Last pack of box one. Amethyst Tiara. Okay. I can't remember if I got a non-foil version of that at all. Or or not. I know I got a version of it, but I can't remember if it was a foil or non-foil. 8, 9, 10, 11 Majestics of various foil or non-foil, and then a cold foil hyperdriver. Decent start. I'd call that 12 hits for box 1. I've been kind of trying to keep track of that, like the Majestic or better hit rate. It seems to be very high for this set. Almost threw my cards in my garbage stash instead of my wrapper. That would have been unfortunate, right? It's just a box sitting next to me. It would have been fine. Shield wall! Ooh, okay. Tome of Ao is our first Majestic, and a foil one at that for box number 2. I think I saw a foil version of that before I got the non-foil one. Madcap Muscle and a couple of rares. It's at the point where y'all have seen most of this by now. There's a rainbow foil blue hyperdriver to go with my cold foil one down there. And Tiger Swipe for Majestic number 2, the first non-foil. So this is, oh hey, that's actually a pretty solid hit. The foil gold token, let's leave that up. I feel like I might not have one of those yet. Somebody at the LGS when we were playing said he had to trade a Majestic for it. So, some of the Majestics are not exactly super sought after, but still, if you had to trade a Majestic for it, that's worth noting for a common foil token, I would say. So hey, we'll set that aside. Love to see it. There's a rare. We've got Predatory Streak and a couple of rares. I really like this set. Ha! I saw the cold foil something poking out the side. So another Majestic cold foil. This time it is, I say another, a Majestic cold foil this time. It is a powder keg. There's a rare foil and a couple more rares behind it. Precision Press for the Warrior. How do we feel about that? I like it just because it gives go again, but I feel like the common is better from the perspective of it straight up gives you a bonus to your attack instead of like the conditional pierce bonus. I don't know. I feel like I've said that in a prior video, but it remains true. I didn't even comment on the Heat Seeker, I don't think, but that was another Majestic for us. I was in the middle of a thought. Sometimes y'all let me get distracted and not talk about the nice, spiffy cards. Y'all are just the worst that way. I'm kidding. Y'all are the best. I appreciate every moment y'all choose to slay the scholars, shield bash for a rare. I legitimately appreciate all the time you choose to spend with me. Not that it's a competition, between the different content creators, whatnot, but there are so many that you could be watching, so many other things you could be doing. And so, anytime you hang out with me, I appreciate it. There is a Payday, the Assassin Majestic, which the Assassin Majestics have been kind of tricky to get. There's an Ornate Tessin. I know it's only a rainbow, and you won't get a sleeve right now. That's okay. It's a rainbow foil. Shiny Fan. There is Sap and Diabolic Ultimatum. I feel like that is a majestic that I have seen quite a bit of, is our friend of the Ultimatum there. Of course, there are probably several others that I've seen quite a bit of, and I'm just judging it harshly. There is a rare. Visit the Imperial Forge. Got about 7 packs left for box 2, it looks like. Blessing of Aether. That's such a pretty card, too. The art on that is pretty spectacular. Nice in a rare foil, to be certain. Madcap Charger, and ooh, we love that Quicksilver Dagger. It might be interesting to give a shot at some point. I've seen people talk about like teaming the dagger up with a Centauri Saber in the other hand. That seems like it could be an interesting way to try give it a shot. Precision Press and Deathly Duet. All right, all right, all right. Imperial Edict in foil. A legendary majestic foil is going to sit over there, and a Pulse Wave Harpoon for a second majestic in the pack. That Imperial Edict, I think I needed that in foil as well. So that is excellent to see. Crankshaft, Shield Bash, and Scramble Pulse. Yeah, hitting a bunch of stuff that I was still looking for in this box specifically, but the case as well. And that last pack of this box. Let's see if we can get one more thing we're chasing. Merciless Battle Axe. I have one of these in non-foil already, but that is still another nice majestic. We will happily accept tribute. Let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So back down a little bit on the majestic and up hits, but still, you know, I think it was, what, 11 the last time and 9 this time, so averaging about 10. Sounds about right. Interesting note, we have not yet seen either. We've not seen a legendary, and we've not seen a marvel, and obviously not a fabled either this case yet. So let's see if in the second half of the case those fortunes change. That said, it has been a pretty decent case so far. Mind Warp for our first majestic right off the bat. Like, it seems semi-average, but something about it just makes me feel like it's a little bit better than that. Plunder the Poor. Shield Wall. I feel like average may not be strictly accurate just based on the majestics we've seen. Hey, Tiger Swipe for a foil majestic. Let's do it. Like that foil season savior, cold foil powder keg. That's probably I think maybe that's what I'm missing, is that I should be Scramble Pulse, counting that as stronger than I am, and even the rainbow foil Imperial Edict. is probably a, you know, better, tougher hit than I'm giving it credit for either. I tell you what, I have not seen the Warhorn yet. So that would be something that would be nice to pull, is some version of the Warhorn. That's what I'm calling out for the rest of this case. I want a Warhorn. Phantasmal Symbiosis for another Majestic. Even if it's not a fancy Warhorn, just a Warhorn at all. Blessing of Patience. And a couple more blessings in the non-foil. How about that? Leave that Aether one up on top because that kind of looks awesome. Well, I see we have a cold foil Spider's Bite. Okay. I feel like I may have pulled one of those already. Hey, and Cleave in the same pack for a Majestic. Heck yeah. But still, hey, we've seen our cold foil now. As long as we're hitting cold foils, I'm happy. The only time I'm not happy, well, okay, I'm not happy a lot, but it's not about cards. The only time I'm not happy opening packages is when there are no hits at all, and no cold foil. Oh gosh, there was one time, I don't know if how many people saw it or not, that I bought I think it was Uprising. I think it was Uprising. It was in the last couple of sets, in any rate. I had a box opening that I picked up, and man, I got smoked. Like, just did not pull a single. Like, it was probably the worst box of Uprising I've seen. I'm pretty sure it was either Uprising or Everfest, but I'm pretty sure it was Uprising. Hey, Arachnai the Huntsman, first appearance of him this case, at least in the adult version. Hey, and another Majestic. Dust from the Plain. So it was Kitchen Table TCG. It was Louis opening it, and he gave me a good shout out at the beginning of the video, which I really appreciated. But then he threw the great joke at the end out there, like when just nothing was coming out of the box. He's more like Samuel Graham doesn't TCGs, and I was like, ouch, but funny. Like, it was just the perfectly delivered line. Just made me laugh. Good times. Because for that box, I legitimately did not. That was a rough one. We got about 6 packs. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell what might be hiding under there, but I think we're at about 6 left. Hey, Brainstorm, another Majestic. So I would love. That's the one thing. This box is interesting. There's a lot of stuff coming out of it, and some pretty decent stuff. But I'd love rare foil drill shot to see a legendary or a marvel. Four packs left. Maybe the last box is saving up and it's just gonna go ham. Maybe that's what it is. We've got Fabled or a Marvel Emperor or something hiding in there. Maybe? Even if not, I've had a lot of fun and I've pulled a lot of stuff that I was looking for. So it's hard not to call this one a win. Okie dokie. Okay. Well, there's a legendary right there. Rainbow Foil Black Tech Whispers. Sure thing. Right on cue. Next to last pack of this box, we get us a legendary with another majestic behind it. All right. All right. I see you, box. I respect you a little bit more now. Like I said, though, I mean, I'm getting a bunch of stuff that I was after anyway, so this one's hard to argue with. Rainbow Foil Yellow Hyperdriver and a Blessing and an Aether Quickening. Last box. Let's do this. What kind of excellence is it going to bring us? I'm hoping for the excellent kind. Move some of my trash around and let's go. Got an Assassin Rare right off the bat. And a Blessing and a Quickening. How's about that? I was about to say, no Majestic yet. We're like 3 packs in. What am I whining about? I just pulled a Legendary. Come on, y'all. You gotta keep me honest when I start complaining about dumb stuff like that. Hey, there's our first Majestic. Right on cue. A BIOS update. Okay, okay. All right. Hey, I asked for a Marvel, and there we go. That is it's a Marvel of a Majestic, but that is the Marvel Sergeant Aethertide, the wizard weapon. What's funny, I don't think I've pulled another Marvel version of it. I don't think I've seen is there even a regular one? I don't think I've seen the regular one. That's kind of funny. I might just be forgetting it because Wizard makes me sad. Not really. I love that people like Wizard, and it's an interesting thing. I like the classes that play differently, but it hurt my feelings at the last tournament I played at, so I'm bitter right now. Ooh, there's Eradicate foil. We're going to probably count that as a hit, being a Majestic Assassin foil and a... Remember when I said I think I've seen a whole lot of Diabolic Ultimatum? There's another one. There's a Runic Reaping. I do like that Buckler. Not that it's necessarily a great card, but it's not bad for a, just backup basic shield. Ooh. Now that's a fun hit too. The Extended Art Looming Doom foil. I think I already had one, but that's pretty cool. The extended art foils are always something neat to find. Um, I always, always, always love that. I want the warrior one. Maybe it'll come along before too long here. Okay, and a foil crouching tiger. That's actually, I'm going to sleeve that up and call it a mini hit too. I uh, I had already pulled an extra one of just even just the regular rainbow foil one, uh, and so I sold the extra one, and it's going for about as much as some of the Majestics. So uh, that is a nice thing to pick up in the journey to recoup what you're spending on it. Heatseeker, Majestic Arrow. Which brings me back to my PSA. Not financial advice, but kinda. Don't hunt single cards that you want for this kind of stuff. I know I brought it up before, and I used a few videos ago the example of I just had that one awful box that only had 4 Majestics. Sandscour Great Bow. I don't know if I had. I feel like maybe I did have that, but still love it. Um, uh, that was about the same level of bad. I don't even think I had a. I may not have even had a cold foil in the box I got from uh, that video that I got picked on, but it was about that same level of bad for Majestic. No, I did get a cold foil, but it had like a print mark on it, which was funny. Um, Spider's Bite, rare. But yeah, so that I pulled that. If you're gonna buy boxes, don't buy single boxes. Buy a case. Um, other than that, just buy the cards you need because goodness gracious, cleave for Majestic. Um, you might not pull what you're after. Like you are always kind of going in for a crapshoot, but especially if you buy like a loose single box. Um, which I do it every now and then because I'm just a goofball and I have a problem and like cracking these wrappers open. But there's another Eradicate Assassin Majestic. Heck yeah, got the foil a minute ago. Um, but especially boxes can swing so wildly. Like I had um, that really bad box, like I was saying, and then the next box in the case made up for it because it had that Marvel Crown of Dominion. Bounces back. There's another Majestic right there too. Never yield. So, you know, getting a little bit more like that definitely helps tip those scales. And a Majestic foil Dust from the Red Desert. All right. Those hits keep coming. So yeah, that's just, not financial advice, but sorta kinda common sense ish. Now, the flip side of it is if you can afford it and you just like opening packs, do your thing. You're grown. Maybe if you're grown. But it just gets tricky. Don't rely on that to hunt for what you need because there's always the possibility you buy 50 cases and you still don't pull the one thing you need. Like if you're hunting a Fabled or a um, Marvel Emperor or something like that are just stupid dumb rare, you may never see it. So be careful with such things. And this is the last pack of the case, which I feel comfortable now saying was a pretty dang good one. It at least pleased me. Hey, Majestic in the last card. I am at the very least pleased with it because we ended up with a Marvel Surgeon Aethertide. We got a legendary, the Black Tech Whisperers, but then we got the Eradicate Rainbow Foil Assassin, which the Rainbow Foil Majestic Assassins are kind of a pain in the keister to get a hand on. Uh, Looming Doom, the extended foil, you know, small hit, but Crouching Tiger in the rainbow foil. We got our cold foils. We ended up with the Powder Keg Majestic, Spider's Bite, and Hyperdriver in addition to that Marvel. Imperial Edict Rainbow Foil, Seasoned Savior Rainbow Foil, Gold Foil, and the Mark of Perdition. So let's look at this. How many of these? Okay, we'll set that aside. We'll set the gold aside. But the rest of these cold foils and majestics, or better, right? Because we got the legendary and the marvel in there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, that's a cold foil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Yeah, that lands again. I feel like 40 is about the rough magic number for cold foil plus Marvel or better hits in this set. The out of a full case, these 40, I'm not complaining. That was pretty awesome. I hope you agree, and I hope you had a fun time watching it. Talk to me. Tell me how you're liking the set. Tell me if you're liking what I'm doing. Any suggestions, any corrections, anything that I can do better, let me know. I am always glad to hear it. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. I really appreciate it every time somebody does. And like I said earlier, I really appreciate any bit of time you decide to give me out of your day. I know your time is valuable, so I try not to waste it or take advantage of it. I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and bye, y'all.